Hi everyone, as we have started the second semester in Schoology, a couple of questions have come up around the gradebook and what you're seeing, and we just wanted to review some of the key pieces of that. So first off, what is the overall grade column in your gradebook? You might remember from when we first set up Schoology that we talked about the grading periods and final weights and saying that it doesn't matter because we never put T1 and T2 together into an overall grade. Unfortunately, Schoology does this automatically and we can't turn that off. So in your gradebook, what you'll see is the overall grade is actually now an average of the T1 and T2 grade together, right? So that is what's happening, is it's taking whatever grade you had in T1 and now the grade in T2 and averaging it into the overall grade. You probably didn't care before because your T1 grade was the same as the overall grade because you had no grades in T2. But here you'll see that's not happening. I currently have my override grade column on for the grading period, which you really only use to override the final grade. But because we haven't passed back grades for first semester yet, and I used it there, it's also showing up in my second semester. This may cause confusion because here it just says calculated grade, and it doesn't make it clear that this is 2021 T2 calculated grade. It doesn't show up there. If I turned off my override column, that will remove the override from my gradebook and show this 2021 T2 calculated column, which is fine, but you want to wait to do that until after grades pass back on Tuesday to ensure that this overrided grade also passes back for your first semester. So what I mean by that is here I'm going to override this student's grade to a D, and they have a 65, so their calculated grade is an F, but their overwritten grade is a D. If I turn off the override column before grades pass back, that will no longer show up. Which is not what we want to do. So here I just have the calculated grade, so that overall grade went away. But notice it still says calculated, but it has the helpful label. Why Schoology doesn't put the label at the top, I'm not sure. The other thing is to verify to make sure students aren't confused on that overall grade. We've talked about this multiple times, but make sure under visibility settings that you are hiding the overall grade in the student grade report. So that's what the overall grade and semester grades and how they work together. Also, just as a reminder, your gradebook scale, it doesn't matter for the semester grades. If your grades include pluses or minuses, you don't need to remove those. Those will be automatically removed. So if you have a standard A scale or a modified one that you've created, as long as it's A, B, C, D, and F values, that's totally fine. And if there are pluses and minuses, we will automatically strip those before passing back the semester grades. So you don't need to worry about anything there. So those are the main questions that we've had. But if you have other questions, please let us know before Tuesday. Thank you.